Alright, looks like the stream is getting ready here. I'm the 404 guy, 7he404guy, back with some more Kerbal Space Program. Before we get into the program,
warning, this program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised. But I bet that just makes you want to watch it even more.
Yes, indeed it does. I definitely want to watch it more after watching that disclaimer. So last episode, we had 264 science points. I've been thinking about what I wanted to buy with that. Like, we can do this precision thing and get all this fun stuff. But I kind of have everything I need there, right? What do I get here? Hold on. Micronode. This doesn't give us a lot, right? It gives us some stuff, but not anything to sneeze at. I guess this is kind of cool. Sorry about that. Anyway, after much thought and deliberation... Ooh, that looks pretty fun. After much thought and deliberation, I thought that the grabbing unit would probably be the most effective thing for me to get, given the issues I've been having trying to rendezvous spacecraft in orbit. We'll also get these propulsion systems. And, yeah, so now we just get the next technology cost, and that should be okay. Let's take a look at our missions. A bunch of these popped up. This is one of them, right? We just have to do a flyby of Duna. I think we can do that. We'll just build like literally a satellite that just zoops right by, and then we're good, right? They want a satellite. That's 25 years. I can probably do that. What does it need to have? Unmanned, generate power, antenna, designated equatorial orbit. Yeah, we can do that, no problem. Alright. Nope. 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 Let's see. I don't really want to do... I've got enough stuff flying around Minimus and the moon, so... Yeah, just adding more space junk doesn't seem like the best approach. But wow, this one gets us a heck of a lot of science for it, though, doesn't it? Look at that. Hold on. Colonia orbit. The duration of this is 9 years. I think I could do this. That's worth a lot. Nah. What do we have? We got these two. I want to exit the Kerbal sphere this episode. So that's what we're going to try and do. Crap. What do I wanted to get these things. Oh. I need 160 plus 300. Ah, I should have researched that. Then I'd be one step closer, because these are friggin... These are OP engines, I call them. Because, the specific impulse, look at that. 800 in a vacuum. That is insanely efficient. So, I guess that'll just be a goal for another time. For the time being, what do we need? We need to just do a flyby, which we can do. We'll just build something that'll... as light as possible is what we're going for here. As light as we can go. Like... Obviously we're putting that on because it's so OP. What about electricity? Alright. There we go. Nice. Okay, so this is like a cube satellite. Shall we put RCS on it? I wonder. Do I have an RCS tank that's in line? No. I got this thing. This is in line. It's a pretty light fuel tank. probably put a couple of these on, and then we'll just put like a really light engine. Right, how much does this generate? Like 2 kilonewtons? 20 kilonewtons, okay. And this weighs a ton. So that's going to be like 20 meters per second squared of acceleration. That's going to be more than enough than we'll probably ever need. We got electricity, stability. We got that, alright. That should be all we need for the satellite once it gets there. Oh, communications. Good point, good point. Oh dear. We have terrible communications. Yeah. Uh-huh. Not sure how we're gonna handle that. Clearly that will be an issue. What if... You know what? Let's just increase the number of antennas. Oh, geez. Right, because that way... Oh, wow, that just looks terrible. But it'll work. We will put our stack separator right there. A little structural offset here. Come on, you. There we go. Little structural offset. That way we can wrap the payload up. There we go. Alright. So this whole assembly is 2 tons. Now we're gonna have to be efficient with the fuel here if we're gonna make it to the target destination. So I'm gonna stage it very heavily here. This is 360. This burns at a rate of about 2 for the oxidizer. Oxidizer is 440, so that's about 200 seconds. 200 seconds using this, which is decent. That's 60 kilonewtons of thrust at about 6 tons, so that's about roughly 10 meters per second. Hold on a second. Gomenasai, gomenasai. I thought I heard a knock. I was wrong. Alright. So yeah, that's 10 meters per second squared. Roughly. Actually a little bit less. That should be good for that. Now we need the heavier stuff. Alright, we'll do 4 of these. These are going to be slightly heavier engines, these ones. And this is just attempting to stage it in an intelligent way such that we will have greater chance of success. What are these? 310. These burn at a rate of about 8.7 for the oxidizer. That's going to be 440 plus 220. 440 plus 220 at about, we'll say 9-ish. Okay. So that's like... Yeah, that's less than a minute of burn time, but that's going to be a lot of thrust coming out of that, so... Right, so we got that. Alrighty. We'll call it Duma, because it's doomed from the start. What else can we add? We need to put the larger engines on the bottom. We have nothing to extend that. First of all, we should put the stack separator in, and then I'm just going to do some structural fuselage. Just to kind of bring it down to an acceptable level. Let's move this up slightly. It's going to be pretty tall. Alright. Big fuel tanks. What is the weight of this thing? This is going to be insane. 76 tons. We will put one mainsail on. We'll pair that with 3 others along the side. Jeez, this is already becoming extremely expensive beyond what I want it to be. What if I just put these on? Ha! 134. That's maybe a bit too expensive. Hold on. How much are these? These are 17,000 a piece. These are 13,000 a piece. What is my reward? They don't say. Okay. Well, I'm willing to bet these are 650 a piece. It's 166 tons, 650. It's 13, so that's going to be 26 kilonewtons. No, that doesn't cut it. Or maybe it does. 26 kilonewtons at 166 tons. I have my doubts. Hold on, am I reading this number correctly? No, not that one. This one. Alright, so actually we're at 568 at ground. 4 of those, that's about 2,200. Divide that by the mass, which is 166. We're looking at about 13 meters per second squared. No, that's not nearly enough. Hold on. Get rid of these, get rid of these. What if the mainsail ones are more intended for heavy lift, so that makes sense to put those on. The skipper engine is a bit more lighter. It's still heavy duty, but it's... yeah, it might be better. Well, it can't be helped. Let's give it a test. The problem with this particular mission is a single test could take the entire span of the episode. 4, and this one, and these 4 after this... wait, what's breaking off here? That breaks off and these 4 activate. Yep, these break off, this activates. This I'm going to do manually and then it breaks off. Looks good to me. I just want to see if we can get out of the Kerbal sphere with this. I'm rather certain that we can at least do a flyby of Duna just as long as we get out of the Kerbal sphere. Oh dear. That's a massive design flaw. You want me to do a test launch? Would be a good launch stage. I do have fuel lines. Actually, that's a good point. I could just feed fuel to each of these engines instead of blowing all my money away on having as many engines as I can. Actually, another thing I just noticed is that I don't have any aerodynamic controls, so I'm pretty much at the mercy of the wind. Let's put some of these on. Alright. For the most part, I just want to see that this does exit the Kerbal sphere, and if it does, then maybe we'll try pushing it all the way to Duna. Of course, all we can really do is a flyby of Duna, because if we try to... holy crap. Okay, those work a lot better than expected. Color me impressed. But yeah, I could just put like fuel lines running from this central shaft out to the outriggers there. Yeah, that would probably be a better way to do this. Those are gonna drop right back on the Space Center. I once did that before, and I went back and I'm like, what happened to my launch pad? Why is it gone? Yeah, that... I could really cut down on the cost with this if I just, you know, instead of getting rid of those. The only thing is, it's like... This design has worked in the past, so I kind of have this superstition that if I try and change it too much, it's going to disappear. Or it's going to just mess with things. I've had bad luck with that in the past. But this design seems relatively stable. It's really... I mean, it made it to Minimus 5 times. No, Minimus twice, the moon like 3 or 4 times. It's massively overkill. Alright. All this just to deliver this tiny little satellite to Duna. Yeah, it's heavily inefficient. Oh no, I'm trying to push this thing all the way to Duna, the big red planet. So how is our orbit right now? We've got to go this way, right? Duna is... No, Duna's a higher orbit. Hold on. Let's get it going this way. Alright, so yeah, looking at Duna, I've got to... kind of fling ourselves around so that we exit Kerbal Sphere going in this direction. That'll give us a bit of a boost. I don't know what the hell happened to this R2-B2. It wasn't supposed to leave the Kerbal Sphere, but it interfered with the moon at some point and then just got thrown out. I guess while I'm here, I have this insane communications array here. I should extend some of these. Alright, there goes the big engine. We still haven't got an orbit with it, though. Now for the small engines. Holy crap. Those got a nice kick to them. Let's, this way just a little bit here. Alright. Which way are we going? We're trying to go out this direction here. So we more or less got to fling ourselves all the way around the planet. Which I think we might be able to do here. Let's cancel that. I think if I go here, this will be the best... No? Well, close to it. Oh, look at how close that gets. But that's actually not realistically useful. We'll warp there. Yeah, so hopefully, even if this mission does fail, I'm going to probably go back and just do some mission that takes time, because I have 650 science waiting on one of those moon science orbiter things that I built. So theoretically, if I go to the moon right now, there's probably like 20 science sitting there. If I give it like 20 minutes, then there'll probably be like 200 science sitting there. Ooh. I don't know what the comm range is on this. If we go here, let's say we go to here. How close does that get us? Oh, that's really good. That's almost spot on. That's where I want to be. Alright. So that's going to be within comm range, and that'll give us a flyby. Awesome! It only takes 8 seconds of burn time. We've got more than enough. Okay. Alright, I've made the mistake in the past of prematurely declaring a mission successful. So I'm not going to do that. But, I mean, realistically, we're pretty damn close. Let's point at maneuver. Alright, that'll get us pretty much where we need to go. Let's warp there. So we're not trying to get into the equatorial orbit, we're just trying to literally do the flyby mission, which ought to be enough. How is this? This is still pretty good. 8 seconds on a minute, and we're going there. And we'll get closer to the node. No. That's not the relay sat, that's... oops. This is just a, this is a finance mission. Because apparently they pay you a lot to explore Duna. So, by deploying this, I hope to secure financing. If anything, R2-B2 is more of a communication satellite, but it just happened to get thrown out for no reason. Alright, that gets us an encounter. Judging by the fact that we are at 90% signal strength and we're only this far away from Kerbin, it's not gonna be, in range by the time that it gets to Duna. But looking at this, I haven't even touched this central fuel stack here. And even less of this satellite assembly that I built. So this gives us information on the next build that I attempt. This more or less tells us that we will get we'll be able to set that satellite in orbit of Duna once we eventually get there. I wonder if I can bring that in. Is this the right direction? I'm going to try and bring this a little bit closer. Maybe I'll hit the atmosphere. Oh, wrong way. Alright, so 15,270. Let's try and get it within 1,000,000 meters, I guess. That seems like a reasonable mission. Oh, geez, I went to 17. Oh, because it's three-dimensional, of course. Oh, I think this way. It'd be easier if I used control nodes. But unfortunately, I would have to set a control node close to where the spacecraft currently is. And since I'm this far out, I can't actually get there. Oh dear. Yeah, that's going the wrong way. I'm just messing things up. Because if I hit the key to focus view on the spacecraft, nothing happens. So I just gotta fly blind a little bit here. We'll figure it out. Alright, 12 million. Now it's going up again. Okay. Should I try retrograde? Do you know the key to focus view back on the spacecraft? Because I'm trying the one that I've always used and it's not working. Oh dear. Alright, that was a mistake. I will recover. And once I do recover, I am not touching the controls again. Yeah, I'm hitting backspace. Does tilde... Oh. You have just saved me many hours of future headaches. I thank you, my friend. Let's see if we can get this back to where we want it to be. Alright, within 12 million. That's pretty good. It's tilde now. It used to be backspace. Let's try adding a maneuver here. I want to try. I just want to get that as close as I can. Oh, wrong way. All right, here we go. There, that's what I'm talking about. All right. What the hell is that? Ike. Ooh. Maybe I can hit Ike. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, in. All right, that's pretty good. Now, see if I can get it. Not that way. There we go. Alright, that's hitting Ike. That's colliding with the surface of Ike. Okay. Oop. No. Oh, no. Too far. Alright, there we go. Colliding with the surface of Ike. And then from there, nobody knows. I think I can do that. Alright. This is actually gonna probably yield a lot more value this way. 16 meters per second, that's going to require quite a bit of control. Which, I think I'm out of fuel anyway, so it's not going to matter. Alright, how's that? Let's see. Alright, are we close enough? No, we are not. Not even close. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Oof. That looks like it's gonna smack into the surface. Just maybe. But that is gonna be pretty cool. Alright, let's warp there and watch as our signal strength drops to 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and it's out. Alright. And we're only that far away, so yeah, I need to get the better antennas for next time. There's someone in the YouTube chat wanting to see the lander. Well, we don't unfortunately have a lander. We have a satellite with a bunch of antennas that don't work for anything. But on the plus side, we're going to be getting close to whatchamacallit with Thingy-Mabob. Flying past Duna and Ike. So that'll be once we get there. This is the fastest it'll warp. I think this is the first time I've had viewers in both the YouTube and the Twitch chat. That's pretty cool. Ah, drop out of warp, they say. Yeah. Uh-oh. Where was I warping to? Going to this guy. Okay, I've dropped out of warp. Now what? Anything else? Let's return. Alright, there it goes. The Duma heading for Duna. It's the, whatchamacallit? It's the Armageddon satellite. Yeah, that's gonna... Oh, that's on the other side of the sun. I don't think we're gonna be, I don't think we're ever gonna be in comm range again. Realistically, I don't think it can see that far away. Alright, here we go. Wow, that's pretty close. Alright. So, does that complete our mission? Yes, it does. Flyby of Duna complete. We're also going to have a world first once we get past this guy. So let's see how that goes. There it goes. If I do get comlink with Kerbin again, then I might try putting this into a stable orbit of one of these two. Wow, that is really close. Look at that. Let's just keep it on like a warp 50 or something. That looks pretty cool. And then we're out of Ike again. Does that give us a world first, I think? Escape the influence of Ike. Yep. Cool. That gives us a little bit extra to work with, too. Oh, wow, look at that. I wish I had a better graphics card, then I could install, like, some mad shaders and make it, like, super detailed. But that looks pretty cool on its own. How far away are we going to be? Yeah, I doubt we're ever going to get back into the influence of Kerbin. But if we do, we might be able to execute a flyby of Eve. Based on where our perigee is currently sitting. Anyway. Let's go back to the Space Center. I'm painting that as a success. So... that gives us more money. What else can we do? We should have more... okay, we can do the equatorial orbit. We need better... ah, that reminds me. We need better satellites, do we? Well, well, well. We might just have some science waiting for us. Let us see. Alright, this last time was poised to set a record amount of science for me. Holy smokes! Science is full. I like that. Okay, let's transmit it then. Yep, that's more than enough science, I think. Alright, 499, so now we can do everything I ever wanted. Let's go back to the tracking station. I think there was another one that had some science material aboard. Maybe we'll get 1,000 science. Here we go. Where is... just great, alright. It better live up to the name. We shall see. Oh, jeez. Holy smokes, another 500! Oh, wait, we're gonna run out of electricity, aren't we? Oh, no. Hurry up and transmit! Ah, yokata, we're safe. Alright. Back to the Space Center. Let's buy some science stuff. Alright. First things first. We need communications. So that'd be this, right? What does this do? This does 15, and we get some extra stuff. What does this do? This does 2. We'll do this. We can do this as well, actually. We have enough. But I want to get this thing. So we'll research this for another 300. And then I'll take nuclear propulsion for 300. There we go. This is the most OP engine in the game. Look at that specific impulse. That's... literally, that's the engine I use to get, like, everywhere. So we got that. Alright, we got another 200 to work with. So we can't buy one of these guys, but we can buy one of these guys. So we can do landing. That might be nice. Aeronautics, supersonic flight, or specialized construction. I kind of like this construction thing. Because it gives us the attachment points and it gives us a protective shell. So I'm going to go for this. Alright, how to blow through 1,000 science in a second. Is my tracking station level 3? No, it is not. I think it is level 2. Yeah. So if I wanted to spend 500,000, I could put it at level 3, and then I get further communications. Wow, that actually gets a lot. Okay. I got into this problem before where I blew too much money, but I think we have enough this time. So we're going to do that. That's a good call. I wonder if we can communicate with that Duna one. Probably not, I imagine. It's on the other side of the sun. But I just want to see. Where'd it go? Did we lose it? Uh-oh. Duma, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Communications link. Tell me we got something. We got nothing. Oh, well. Well, we're pretty close. Anyway. I think that's it for this episode. I really was expecting that to be a bit longer, but we've accomplished everything that I wanted to do this episode. Let me just take a look at what we have. Tips for getting to the moon on YouTube. When I first went to... Okay, actually I can show this. This is actually a really good tip that I kind of picked up from repeatedly going to the moon. That's how many times... about when you're taking off, right? You've got... Where's Kerbin? Kerbin's right there. If Kerbin was directly forward, so the tangent would be going this way, the normal would be pointing directly to the top of my screen. You want the moon to be like 45-ish degrees over here. And if you do that, then you can pretty much just hammer like straight up and you'll intersect the path of the moon. Like if it's like right where it is, if I was to take off from right here, then there's like maybe right now a 70% chance that I'd hit the moon. If I wait for it to go about here, then I'm pretty sure I would hit it. So that's a tip that I can give for getting to the moon, is if you're just going to like hammer it without having to do a lot of adjustments, you don't even have to get into an orbit of Kerbin. You literally just hammer it from here straight up, and then just boom, it'll intersect. I kind of worked out the timing of that after doing that a few hundred times. So that's one way to get to the moon. It's not the most efficient way. I think the most efficient way would involve planning. But, yeah, that's just a quick and simple, boom, straight shot to the moon. I've done that multiple times in this series, actually. It's, I think if you go back through the archives on YouTube, you'll probably find at least a couple episodes where I've used that method. But, yeah, there's a tip for getting to the moon. That's the end of this episode for now. It's pretty much accomplished what I wanted to do. Is there anything else in here? You can plant a flag. Oh, there's more exploring to do. Nice. Alright, we'll work on that next time. I gotta get something to eat. So that's gonna be it for this episode, and yeah. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave comments on the YouTube channel or whatever. Feel free to subscribe, follow, share, etc., etc. I don't get paid for it, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat, probably watch some more Watamote. Keep on rocking. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, my air conditioner's falling out the window. Should probably tie a chain to it or something. And there's a cat that's eating my internet cable. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I should get some cayenne pepper. Thank you so much for tuning in.